Hey guys, start of another week. We're going to be talking, as I said last vlog I did, we're going to be talking random things this week. If you have any topics you want me to discuss this week, whatever it is, let me know. Today I've been doing nothing much except changing my brake pads, and that is what we're going to be talking about. Today is the brake pad top tips. I don't know much about, or don't know too much about cars. I have done my fair share of work on cars with my dad, which I'm today quite thankful for, because I at least knew what a brake pad was. I've changed a few of them before, but nothing kind of by myself or with a bit of help. So, a few top tips. First, ladies, not being sexist or anything, but don't do it. Uh, don't bother. Take it to some person, and that goes for anyone who does not know much about cars or is not, I don't know, brute force inclined or gritty, dirty work inclined. So it's not necessarily against ladies itself, but yeah, if you're not up for cars, rather get some cash together and take it to someone who can do their brakes, or something like that. I was considering it for a moment after I ran into some problems, but just went and got the stuff. And that's the first one. Then secondly, it takes time, especially for an amateur mechanic dude person. In fact, today I felt like I was like in The Sims, and you get points for being a mechanic. Like, I don't know if you played The Sims before, but you're like, yeah, mechanic, and you get like a little, I don't know, mechanic book or something. Yeah, it takes time. It took me in total, with a few problems and driving to get my actual brake pads changed because they weren't the right ones. It took me about 4 hours, which, yes, you're welcome to laugh, but it did. My first one took about 3.5, and then the second one took about a half an hour to change, because of the other parts. Which brings me to my second one, tools, or a person with a car that works or has brakes and hasn't have a wheel off. The problem is, once you have your wheel off, you're kind of stuck halfway between putting it back on and going to get something or whatever. So, tools. If you don't have the tools, then it's problematic. I didn't quite know what I was up against. I have a Ford Fiesta 99, by the way, and it wasn't ABS. It turned out not to be ABS brakes. Funny enough, actually. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't have all the right tools. Went down to the hardware store, got the right tool, which was a 7mm Allen key. Fun, by the way. And then I had Dan to drive me and go get my brakes. He also drove me for the tool, actually. It was a lot easier. But yeah, the brake pads were too big. ABS apparently, and standard is different. So yeah, if you don't have everything ready and going, then you can't move your car, which you think is like normal, but when it happens and you're like, I need to walk, bicycle, what's going to happen, because I have a car but I don't actually have a car. And then finally, the weather. I was in the open and it actually didn't have too much weather, but it was a bit of spits of rain. If it did decide to come down, I would have been working in more wetter conditions, and so maybe under a roof or in a garage that there's space. Yeah. Oh yeah. When two great tips I got online on YouTube, thanks to those guys. When you're doing your brakes, take off the wheel when your wheel's straight. Well, I didn't try it, but yeah. Take off when your wheel's straight, your steering wheel straight, And then if you're working on the one side, turn your steering wheel, take the time and turn your steering wheel so you can actually see the brake calipers. I don't know, I think when I worked with my dad and did it, that didn't happen, because then you were struggling, or we did it later on or something, I don't know, but I just don't remember that. But now I saw it in the video and it was easy. You can just reach around the back, you don't have to go all the way around. So you just turn that one, and then when you put the wheel back on, you have to put it on straight, because it's easier to do it when it's straight and just pop it in. But then you turn it again all the way around when you do the other one, so then it's nicely faced. It's brilliant. And then taking cap off the pressure fluid for like the brake fluid, obviously, on top inside the engine, also I think helped a lot, because when I finally got the right angle to push out the little pad part, well, because obviously it compresses, or not obviously, it compresses when you brake, and you take out the pads and the compressor's a certain size and your new pads are bigger. So I pushed it away, and I think it was a lot easier, well, it was easier than I remember it being with the other brakes I helped change. When the fluid can go back into place and there's no air lock or air pressure system that's stopping it from going in. So very good top tips. And yeah, that's the random one for today. Really random. Comment below if you had any things like this one, and I'll see you in the week.